that's enough acronyms for now. Let's welcome today the most amazing person that I know. His name is the one, the only Albert Corey, and I want to appreciate all of you for being here. You get to ring the victory bell, and you know who's also so amazing? Let me tell you all about Albert and why I picked him to be on today's show. For over 40 years, that's right, 40 years, Albert Corey and Corey Associates Accounting has been the go-to partner for business startups and entrepreneurs. In, I hope I'm saying this right, Hialeah, Florida, specializing in taxes and bookkeeping. He is the creator of the Profit Maximizer system. Albert is a seasonal strategist transforming financial chaos into actionable growth strategies. He's serving diverse industries from truck drivers to child actors. He tailors his solutions for specific challenges. Beyond the numbers, Albert values aligning passions with business, ensuring clients flourish both financially and personally. Oh, I love that. And whether launching or scaling your startup, Albert is the guy to achieving your business dreams. So please welcome the one, the only Albert Torrey. Hey, Albert, how you doing today, man?
It's amazing, even though tropical or hurricane storm is Helen is coming across,
So
but
Helen is actually on its way. It's actually on the way to you right now, isn't it? So we are going
yes.
to monitor you and make sure that you are in a good
Oh, it's fine.
position
It's
and
we're
keep
in
you going here.
Miami. We're in
Yeah,
Miami area. Hialeah, Florida is just right next to Miami Airport.
nice,
So
nice.
we're
All right.
there. The storm is not going to hit me now.
Oh, good, good. Oof, lucky, lucky. So
West
hopefully our
Coast,
internet holds up as well.
Tallahassee, the
Yep.
Panhandle, which is Tallahassee, which is at the very top of Florida, is going to get pummeled in about 5 hours, 6 hours.
Oh, dear God. Yeah. So listen, let's get right into the questions because we got so many things that we can ask you, and you can ask yourself. I mean, just really, um, when we talk about businesses and about startups and growth, a lot of people have a very hard time with their first business, right? Um, you're going to increase your profits by educating yourself, so that way you have less stress. So why does your address matter, and why dates are
Okay.
so important for a business?
Well,
Let's get right into that.
sure. Well, we'll start out with why. We'll go with the dates. Dates are easier for people to understand. Because guess what? Whether it's the IRS or business, everything has a date. And if you don't hit those dates, you're going to start paying more money in late fees and charges. So remember, it's
Hmm.
increase your cash flow with less stress in capital. So the first thing you need to know is for the IRS is you have to know the dates. There's literally 4 dates. I don't know how much you want me to talk about this, but there's four
Yeah,
dates
please do go
I
ahead.
always say that you have to know from the IRS.
Ooh, tell us.
So first of all, you need to write these down and put them in your phone number and put them in your phone as reminders. Business returns are due on March 15th unless you file an extension. That now pushes you out to September 15th. So what's going to happen is the first date you have to know is January 8th. Because on January 8th, you're going to call. That's usually the first weekday of the next year. And you're going to call whoever does your accounting stuff and file the extension. Because I can tell after doing this for 40 years and doing 45,000 business clients
Yeah.
is most accounting offices, if they're really, really, really good at what they do, Raj, they're not going to have time to they're not going to have time to get your return done perfect and accurate by the March 15th deadline for businesses. It also gives you time to try to put a little bit more of your numbers together, be a little bit more calm and
Hmm.
make life a lot simpler. You know what I'm saying? So now you got a little bit more time to put your stuff together. You literally got 9 months, right? Literally
Right.
nine
Oh my
months to get
God, I know.
everything
I
together.
mean, because I
So
from March from March 15th to December 15th. That's a big difference.
Well, no, to September, right? You get
Yeah.
6 months. But here's even the problem with that. You see, the next thing you have to know is I always say July 8th. You know why, Mr. Raj? Because
Why?
most business owners who don't have somebody doing their bookkeeping, they never put any of their papers together. Our bookkeeping business like grows by 15 to 20%. Okay, because most people don't get their bookkeeping done. Most people
Really?
don't get nothing together. So they call me like scrambling, and I got the team at hand at Coin Associates Accounting Services to get everything done for you.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the team to get it done. So the
Okay.
next day is August 8th. Now, Raj, the next thing you're saying is, why August 8th, Albert? You know why?
That's right.
Because most people, you have to call and set a time, whoever's doing your tax return. Because we're probably only place in the country where you can literally send your stuff, and my team will get it out in probably under a week to get everything in and out if we got the income statement. So you need to
Mm-hmm.
call up because most places will not, four things will happen on August 8th. Would you like to know what they are? So,
What's that?
first is August 8th. You're going to call up whoever's going to do the return. They're going to say, sure, no problem, Raj. We're going to get you in. Second
Mm-hmm.
thing that's going to happen is guess what? They say, oh, sorry, sorry, we don't have time for you. Go
Yeah.
someplace. Or B, you say, hey, I'm a podcaster and I got a podcast business. And they could say, oh, we don't do that kind of stuff. And now
Doesn't that all file under a 1099?
what's that?
So does that all? So for the entrepreneurs out there, so say you're a podcaster, you're an author, a coach, a speaker, does that all file under a 1099 as a sole proprietorship, or is there something else
Well,
that would?
that's another subject matter. If you
Mhm.
want to ask me after you finish this, I love you know me. That's another one of my
Oh, I
big
know.
pet
That's
peeves.
why I bring it up, man.
Okay, so I just don't want to break the thought,
Sure,
and
sure.
then we'll
Continue.
get there. So now in August 8th happens a lot. You're going to call up, and the business is closed. Here,
Oh,
right,
really?
right.
Wow.
Or here's what else happened to one of my clients. Can I tell you what happened to my client this year?
Yeah.
So I got a referral from somebody else where I had to do some amended returns.
Yeah.
This, and I'll explain an amended return in a couple of seconds. And she sent them all the papers in, I think she said in June. She then calls me up frantically on September 15th. Albert, this guy won't give me back my papers and he's not going to get it done because he doesn't like what I'm doing. So I guess what I told her, Raj? Guess what? I said,
What
no
happened?
problem, boss lady. Email it to us and our Cracker Jack team will get you out on time. Perfect. No late charges. Happy camper. Another satisfied clients.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't follow what they do.
Now,
They don't follow up, but our team makes sure your stuff gets done.
yeah. Now, by the way, also, guess what? Today we had I had a late filer. Today, somebody didn't get their intake form in on time, so I said, okay, fine. If I don't get it within 24 hours of the start of the show, I replace you. People think I'm kidding about that. No, I do. If I don't get everything within 24 hours or more, I replace them and I move on to the next person on the list. I have so many people each week trying to get on my show. I don't have time for people that don't do the work. They got
And
to
how
do the
about
work.
me? And when did you send me to do it, by the way? Just tell everybody how
Yeah, this
I'm
morning.
an
I think it was
action
like
taker.
11 a.m. And guess what happened? He got it done, and I got his information within half an hour later.
Right.
Fantastic. I love it. And
Because
what's funny is the person that was supposed to do the show today, she had sent it 2 hours after I received the information from Albert. So I just find that amusing.
Right, because I learned a long time ago, action takers are the ones who get stuff done.
That's
Our
right.
team files a bunch of returns, Mr. Raj, because we're probably one of the premier small business people in the country because we get it done.
Hmm.
We answer all your questions, and we get you the best possible return without an audit.
Hmm.
So now, getting back to your question, you can also say it again. What is why authors, speakers, coaches, 1099s? I'm going to
Yeah,
tell everybody is you need to open up a corporation.
that's right.
Okay, not an LLC, a corporate, to be exact, a sub S company.
Yeah.
Because most of
Subs.
the people out there have also real jobs while you're working on being a number one Amazon book writer or a coach
I
or
got that.
speaker.
Ding ding.
I have three of those, by the way. By the
Yeah,
way, you know you can
me
get
too.
my book, Increase Your Cash Flow, and get increase your cash flow while drinking coffee. Can I give you the website?
I don't think so. Give that to us because I think I got that book a while ago.
No, no. Well, you can go to bettercallalbert.com. And over there
Okay,
they'll
so
see
I'll
a
add that in
link.
there. Sure. All right.
And by the way, that same link, you'll get my YouTube, my Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, everything Albert is bettercallalbert.com.
BetterCallAlbert.com. Oh, I love it. That's awesome. So there you go, guys. There's the link. Guys and gals, bettercallalbert.com. And we'll put
All right.
that downstairs in the show notes or in the banner in the YouTube. So make sure you grab that. If you're not seeing it, let me know and just put in the comments down below. There you go. All right.
So you want to open up a business because it takes time and effort to get your book up to the top. So while you're doing it, I always say let the IRS pay for it. It is a legit business, right, Roger? Raj,
Yep.
you're trying to make
Right.
you an Amazon bestseller because you're trying to sell that million books so you can take your daughter so you can go to that concert at Hard Rock
Yep.
in a few weeks to get those floor seats so your daughter really can have
Yep.
a best time and not sit in section. By the way, he's coming to Miami Hard Rock, so not that you're going to be sitting in
With us,
section.
it's Section A, baby. Woo!
What's that? What? By the way, what row? What section?
We're in Section A in front of the stage. We got the floor
Okay.
seats. We're right there.
Okay. I go to the stadium all the time. My football is section 152,
Mhm.
row six or something like 6 or 7,
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Nice.
So every University Army football, and they shoot in. I'm around the gold line, kind of, and you'll see my shirt.
Beautiful. So, why is sub S? Explain to the audience right now.
Because, okay, so there's 4 types of corporations.
Yep.
Sorry, let's rephrase that. There's 4 types of business. Let me give you my opinion from worst to best. And actually, or in the good, the bad, and the ugly is how I always describe it when I'm on other stations. Okay, let's start off with the easiest way to get into any business is sole proprietor. Easy to open up. You don't need any money unless your industry says you need licenses. You're good to go. You can use it for almost anything, unless you know what I'm saying, Raj. Unless the business says you're like a lawyer or somebody, like electrician or something that says you need a license. Start it automatically. That's good. The bad thing is, okay, if something happened, Raj, you're on the hook.
Yep.
Okay, you're on the hook. My best example of why you don't want to be a sole proprietor is a painter. Okay, is a painter. Great example. You're a sole proprietor and you're a painter. You're painting outside somebody's house. You spell paint on somebody's Bugatti, right? The most expensive car in the world.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to, guess what? If they try to sue a sole proprietor, it's going to go to Roger. It's going to go to the owner because there's no company.
Yep.
Now, let's say that same painting company, let's go to the next one. Next one is a corporation. The corporation is good because it's good because guess what? If something happens, you're a business like Walmart, Kmart, or any of these kind of people. The bad thing is if you make a profit, the company's got to pay 25%. Mm-hmm. If the company makes a loss, the profits don't roll over.
Right.
Now, the next one is an LLC. Here's why I'm an anti-LLC person, right? Because most people who open up LLCs, they do it on their own. They think they're smarter than me or anybody else who does this for a living.
Huh.
So now they become a single member LLC. Because guess what, Raj?
Yeah.
If you went to school beyond a seventh grade education, correct?
Yep.
If you went beyond seventh grade, that says that, remember, limited partnership, right?
Yep.
Partner means more than two, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is all these people open them up, they come into my office, and guess what? It goes on Schedule C on your personal return. So that's like being a sole proprietor to the IRS.
It's the same
And
thing.
I don't want the IRS seeing my deductions. This is where the IRS is coming after people all the time. Because if you make a mistake on Schedule C, which is your personal return, that's where the IRS computers are gunning for you. You know, they're checking like line 7, how many car miles. If you have too big of a loss on the Schedule C, you're going to get a letter from the I and the R and the S. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
So now, to me, the best thing is a sub S company, which does the same thing as an LLC. You have to send in one form, which is a 2553 to the IRS. So that's the good thing, right? The good thing is you can be one partner. You don't need a bunch of partners. The only downside, Raj, to a sub S company, my friend, is you can only have 14 partners, and you can't have a value over $249,000. No, normally, Raj, why is that semi-important or good or bad? Is most startups who are book writers, authors, web developers, or just starting a business from scratch. Most of everybody coming out of block, Mr. Raj, will not make 250 the first year. And by the way, once you get open, they don't make you go back. The only advantages of the LLC is, obviously, are you going to have more than 14 partners?
Yeah.
Right? And are you going to go buy real estate in Miami, which you can't buy nothing under $280,000? That's where the LLC comes in, but then you're going to need a partner. That's when the LLC.
So the 250 per person or 250 total?
Total for the company.
Wow, that's way too low. That's nothing.
Not necessarily. Not for startup people in business.
Yeah.
But if you're buying real estate, it won't work. Yeah. If you are a startup business, it's fine. Because I hope you make 250 when you're writing your book or doing your academies, Mr. Raj. But most startups aren't going to make that out of that block. I mean, hopefully I'm wrong, but most startups don't make it out of the block. Right? 90% won't make it out of the block from start to the end of the year.
Yep. Gotcha.
Right? Most won't. I mean, I hope they do, but most won't.
Yeah. We're hoping they do.
Right. So now you write off. Now as an author, coach, or speaker, you get to write everything off. And the IRS can't see it unless you're very unlucky, which that never happens.
Yeah.
That's the 3 ways for companies.
Okay, great. All right. So then, wow. So now when you say about those 3 ways, you said the sole proprietorships, the LLC, or the S corporation, right? So the S corporation, what are the benefits of that S and that sub S versus
I thought I said it. The benefit is, okay, you're now a corporation. Let's go back to that guy spilling paint on a Bugatti. Remember we said that a couple of minutes ago?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not no lawyer, but they can sue the company. They can't sue you. So if you got a house or something, they can only sue the company.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, if you really get we're just talking in general terms. Please get your lawyer, doctor, whoever is your advisors. But most of the time, they can't come after you personally. They can only go after the value of the company.
I know. So Albert, we're getting a little bit tight on time here, so we're gonna have to move forward a little bit.
Oh, whatever. You're asking the questions, young man. You ask, and I talk.
I know. We're having too much fun here. So Albert has a gift link for everybody here. I want to make sure you all get it. Here it is. Please take a look at it at CoreyBiz.com. So what do they get from clicking on that link, Corey?
Okay. So what you're getting, sorry, is when you get the gift, and we're still almost finished. No, you'll get that right away. That we're going to show you how to increase your profits. That's right under your nose. We're going to show you like ninja tricks, like to check how many GoDaddy's websites do you have, domains. Are you
Yep.
using them? Do you know the IRS dates to make sure you pay less to the IRS? We have like about maybe 14 or 15 tips that can start increasing your profits almost instantly.
Oh, nice. So I just bought another domain from GoDaddy, so we'll have to talk about that. So now what's interesting is, I mean, obviously all of that goes under like a line item.
Right. No, I'm not worried about from a tax deduction, Raj. Here, let me give you my great line about GoDaddy.
Sure.
My great line on GoDaddy is if you don't use that domain in 3 years, you're not going to use it. Statistically.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't use it like within the first or second year, that concept already sailed most of the time.
Yeah.
So if you haven't put it to use, then why, when the renewal comes up in a couple of years, why you want to keep giving GoDaddy money for something you're never going to use?
That's true. That's true. Like I've already discontinued a couple of domains. This one I just bought 2 days ago. So that one is.
Listen, I'm not saying Raj buying the domains. I'm saying if you don't use it in a couple of years, you cut it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But most people don't do that. The renewal keeps going on and on and on.
Yeah. All right. So Albert, we're going to shift gears a little bit. Like, first of all, if you've already gotten amazing feedback, please give us some likes, give us some hearts, and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to give you a ring to the victory bell for being here and staying here for so long. And for the audience out there, make sure you grab that link again. There it is again. Make sure you grab that. So now, Albert, we're going to shift gears into our softer side of series, get to know you as a person better. So rapid fire. Give me, where did you grow up and how'd you grow up?
Well, we moved to Miami Springs, Florida. I've been in the same neighborhood for 54 years.
Ooh.
I was born in Massachusetts, but my hometown is Miami Springs, Florida.
Beautiful. All right. And growing up, did you have a book or a movie that helped inspire you into becoming who you are today?
I think, no, it was, well, my dad always has been on his own. I've always worked with my parents. My parents had real estate and motels. So on Saturday mornings, since I didn't have a paper route, Poppy said, go to them. Even when I was like 13 years old, there, come with me and go and take the sheets to the back and go and clean up the yard a little bit, sweep the yard.
Nice. So they got you busy, huh? All right.
Oh yeah.
What about what's your favorite kind of music? We love to jam to.
When to laugh. So when I'm in the office, I've been using YouTube mellow jazz music, but I like more 90s type quiet music, like Rocky, all those kind of movies and songs.
Gotcha. Awesome. What about your favorite food?
Oh, there's no doubt. It's I have two foods. If it's obviously we're from Lebanon, Lebanese food. I'm big seafood guy.
Yep.
We go to we go to like the Chinese buffets a lot, not a lot, but because they have the crab legs and oysters.
We go to the Red Lobster, huh? Red Lobster.
No way, baby. No, because no. But you go to the Chinese buffets because the ones here, the good ones, that have crab legs, oysters, and mussels, like all you can eat.
Oh wow, really? Okay.
So you go to those places.
What's your favorite place of those? What's it called?
Right now, the best one is, I don't know the name. I just know it's in Coral Gables, like 10 minutes from here.
Okay. Hello, Coral Gables. Yeah, like we need as much seafood as we can in the green room. Thanks.
Thank you.
So
yes,
that's a totally real call.
Listen, I can tell you it's on Ponce Boulevard.
We'll definitely have to check it out. All right, Corey. So listen, what is one thing that you want people to recall about you and what they can do to improve their life?
Sorry. I think the one person I want people to recall out you is, don't give up, and everybody needs a side business. You need to always be hustling because I used to hear it all the time. Oh, I can go and I don't need a regular job. I mean, I'm going to have my regular job. I said, okay. Until all of a sudden they don't need you. Just
Yeah,
think what COVID did. I mean,
that's
it's
what it
not
does.
about, no, no, no. Look what COVID did.
Yeah,
All of a sudden they don't need you anymore. Go home. If you were doing retail, they told you to go home for 8 weeks, 9 weeks, or they might never even
mhm,
ask you back. So you go
yeah,
out and start your own thing. Is it hard? Yeah. Are
yeah,
you going to have to stay up late night and get it done while you're working your regular job?
yeah.
Yeah. But start working on your own hustle. So one, let the IRS paid for it, and two, if you do it long enough, you might be kicking butt, and that extra money to go on a cruise or do whatever you like.
Hey, look what happened to me. It took me only 2 years to really kind of. And what's funny is everybody's been saying to me this year, Roger, you're such an overnight success. Sure, it took me 6 years to be an overnight success,
Well, I
right?
got one. I only got 42 years.
Fantastic. All right, folks. All right, thank you, Albert. We're going to send you to the green room. Please enjoy all that food and try to save me some, okay? We're going to
Absolutely.
shift into our 60-second mind shift. All right, folks. So now, with our sponsor segment today, I would like to share a few with you. Make sure that you grab these. We have Talk It Up, and for Talk About, I talk about whether you're a coach, author, speaker. If you give any kind of presentations and you want feedback and you want to help track those leads, Talk It Out is a great way for you to do it. And you can also give a downloadable as part of that feedback. I have my book that came out recently that is now an international bestseller. There it is. Please take that link and you get free shipping within the continental US. And lastly, if you want to hire me for a keynote workshop, there is the link. Make sure you connect with me, rogervidi.com. All right, folks. Now, last thing for you is this. We also help you to build your brand. How? Because if you don't have a speaker reel or a commercial for yourself, is basically what it is. Here's an example of what we can do for you.
When you throw a rock into a lake, what happens? No, there's a splash. You make an impact, and then you get waves. And then you don't know where those waves are going. Those waves are going past around the reeds, and you don't know where that impact is. So all of you out there, when you're on stage, you don't know where your impact is going to end. It's never going to end.
All right, folks. So today in our segment called 60-second mind shift, here's what you need to realize. A lot of people have a financial thermostat. That is, you get money in, you take money out. Here's the problem. Some people make $30,000 a year and they spend $30,000 a year. Every single month they're broke. But guess what happens to some other people? They make $200,000 a year and they spend $200,000 a year. They're still broke and they're barely keeping afloat. So our financial thermostat is not only about what we take in and take out each month, but also where do we feel comfortable holding our money? I know a friend of mine who, after she had a car accident, she got some money from a fender bender. She got like a $3,500 to fix her front fender of her car. Guess what? She didn't get the fender done. Instead, she took the money and said, "Oh my God, I've never seen so much money all at once." I said, "Really? Why don't you save it, invest it, find some way to grow it?" She said, "Nope, I'm going to the mall." So she ends up in a couple of days spending all the money. So now her financial thermostat is back to zero again, because that is where she is used to being, because that is what we call, friends, a poor mindset. So how did you escape that poor mindset? One thing I would ask you to do is this. Take whatever amount of money you have in your bank account right now, double it, and hold on to that as your new financial thermostat for a month. And then again, in 3 months or 6 months, double it again and see if you can maintain that. Because only by resetting your financial thermostat are you going to be able to be truly wealthy long-term and have legacy money, not just temporary money. All right, so let's bring back Mr. Albert. And Albert, how you been doing? And so how was all the food?
Oh, it's good. You can't see me. Oh, and I saw.
Good, I'm
I
glad you
did
enjoyed it.
what you were just in your promotional. In Vegas, I can't him in his brain fart. That the last the speaker challenge, I did that like a couple of years ago.
Yeah. So hold on. Let's stay on this topic here. So in the 60-second mind shift, I wanted to ask you, what did you take away from that, and what would you add to that?
So I guess the mindset is that you just gotta start figuring out what your hustle is. See,
Mhm.
part of it is don't try to live with the Joneses, and don't over like try to figure out. Have fun, but put money aside. I mean, you
Mhm.
really need how many Gucci purses does your wife need?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, or if you can't afford that Bugatti, why are you buying it? If it's going to leave you, I've seen that so many times.
Yeah, why do you need a Lamborghini? Oh, I just want to show off to my neighbors.
But
I'm
it's
not paying
not
the
about the
bills, so
showing off, though, Rod. Do you have the extra money at the end of the month to afford it? That's all.
yeah, that's all it is. And it's interesting. Is like some people don't realize you don't need a lot of the stuff that you think you need. You really don't, right, my friends?
You just need pretty much health and happiness, and the rest will fall in.
Yeah, it'll take care of itself, won't it, friends? All right, folks. So, Albert, last question of the day. I want to ask you here. Uh, if someone gave you a blank check, what is your grand vision to change the world?
I am part of God, I'll just say with the boys, the Knights of Columbus.
Okay.
The grand thing would be is I would go out and figure out who needs that help the most. Figure out how I can show people what's the old saying, how to go fish.
Yep.
If you can teach
Education.
people, you see, you financial literacy. I
Yep.
think once people know that, then I think the world is
Hmm.
different because you notice most of the problems in the lower parts of life, they don't have the money. So nobody
There you
was
go.
there. They think robbing and stealing and drugs is the way out. So I would try to educate them there's a better life than being a gangster and a thug.
Yeah. Gotcha. I love it. Thank you, Albert. All right, folks. Thanks for being here today. And as always, this is Coach Raja. Believe it and become it. And we'll see you on the next show. Bye bye.
Thank you, young man.
All right. So hold on one second here. I got three quick questions for me.
Wait. I had this.
About being on the show
Well,
today.
wait. Hold on. Let me shut off the YouTube thing.
Yep.
Remove. Okay.
All right.
I'm trying to figure out how do I shut off the streaming. Give me a minute.
No. It's good. Just keep it going. So, quick question for you, right? So, three quick questions, and we're off. What was your favorite part about being on the show today?
I think I got to hang out with you some more. We never did this in the last few years. We never really got to talk and do this stuff.
I know I
Uh,
wanted to do that with you and it's been a while, and I thought like, how come we didn't? I thought we did at one point, but no, we didn't. We just keep seeing each other in different meetings.
right.
Two ships
Uh,
passing in the night. We finally got a chance to talk about
And
this.
obviously, always what I always say is anytime you can reach out and touch new people, a new audience, that's a great way to move any business forward is touching,
Yep,
other audiences.
got it. Yeah. Next question. What was your biggest takeaway from the show today?
You had it going real well. And that's the biggest takeaway. You were you were prepared and you were rocking and rolling, which is good. You had even in the middle of the show, you had your little education moment, which was good.
Yeah.
It's very
And
good where you, even though you had a guest on, you had your education moment.
absolutely, because I always say like this is always edutainment. You got to educate and you got to entertain at the same
Right.
time. So, last question for you: would you recommend me to somebody else's stage?
Sure. Go on tonight to Eric Zuli's stage.
Oh,
And see
perfect,
if-
awesome. We'll have to see. We'll have to come hang out there. All right, thank you so much. We are officially going to end the show, and thank you so much for being here.
Yep.
And good, awesome. We are